Since their introduction to the battlefield, tanks have been an integral part of warfare. While Ukraine waits for the promised main battle tanks from the West to bolster its armored divisions, Russia is on its own. When Russia invaded Ukraine a year ago, it had about 2,500 tanks in service. Most of those were modernized Soviet-era T-72s, T-80s, and T-90s. The T-14 Armata, one of the most advanced tanks in the world, was barely in production at the start of the war, so Russia had at most 100 Armatas a year ago. In the last year of fighting, though, Russia lost no less than 1,700 tanks. In addition to dozens just being abandoned by the Russians, Ukrainian artillery, rocket launchers, and drones are decimating Russian tanks. Poorly trained Russian crews are also contributing to high loss numbers. There is just one factory in Russia still making new tanks, but it can only churn out about 20 tanks a month. Russia is currently losing around 150 tanks a month. To keep up the fighting strength of its armored divisions, Russia is increasingly relying on refurbishing old tanks, some of which have been in storage for decades. Russia thinks it can refurbish 50 tanks a month. That's far below what its armored divisions need. Simply put, Russia is losing tanks faster than it can make them. According to an open source analysis, at the current rate, Russia will run out of tanks in 2 or 3 years. Russia can extend that time frame a bit by lowering production standards. For instance, using older sights and new tanks means Russia can get the armor to the battlefield faster. But some analysts say Russia may be forced to take a page out of Ukraine's playbook and ask its allies to send some of their tanks. For more unbiased, straight-fact reporting on Russia and the war in Ukraine, be sure to check out straightarrownews.com.